Hey, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing some plant shuffling and we're going to be moving some plants around because we're trying to get these pavers ready, and then well, this little guy here is coming in the way. So we're going to be moving this kumquat and some other plants around, so you'll see it through the video. But we're going to harvest the kumquat fruits first. As you can see, this one just fell in my hand. So this one's ready to go. That's awesome. So we're going to remove the kumquats, and then we're going to give it a little good prune to this plant and move it into a new home because we are trying to get ready for this pavers. And let me tell you, you don't want to see what's behind the camera because we are working little by little on the steps here. If you want, I could give you a little glimpse, but do not fret because this is a quick sneak peek of the step that we just built this weekend. And yes, it looks dirty, but it's a work in progress here. So yep, you guys, we are getting there. But oh my gosh, you guys, little by little we're getting this patio done. And right now it looks all dirty because we still have exposed soil here, but once everything's nice and clean and tidy, we're not gonna see as much dirt as we are right now. This is so exciting. Okay, so we're gonna move these plants and some other plants like the crepe myrtle. I was gonna move the pomegranate, but I think I'm gonna leave it where it is, and I'm just gonna give it a little good prune because I don't want to mess up with the roots. I want to get some fruit from the pomegranate this year. So if I move it, I'm afraid I won't be able to get any fruit from it. And you guys, today is a great day to move plants around. One, it's beautiful out here. Two, it's gonna rain later in the evening tonight, so I'm gonna able to apply some good fertilizers to the plants and let them get nice and rained on, so that way they could start forming the little roots for the spring. So for the weather in the next 10 days, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be in the 70s and 80s, in the lows 40s and 50s. So I think it's a good time for us here in Florida to move some plants around without, damaging the plants and the root systems. So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving the plants. We're gonna go ahead and start moving the kumquat. So before I start cutting and moving the plants, I'm gonna go ahead and sterilize my pruners here, you guys, because that's what we need to do first. We gotta sterilize. Make sure we don't give the plants some diseases and other things that could get in contact with. So we're gonna sterilize. There you go. Be careful as you do it too. Hi you guys, welcome to another video here. I am Janet from Gardening Little by Little. I share beginner friendly real life gardening tips here in Florida. If you want to grow your garden little by little without stress, hit subscribe. I am learning as I'm going and I'm making mistakes as I'm growing. Okay, what do you guys think? That looks good. Let me show you the plant close up. I was able to cut some of those damaged leaves. Obviously, I will cut more as I see them when I move the tree. But yep, what we're able to harvest and play with. I was able to go around. So now I'm going to show you where I'm going to put it now. I'm going to put it here in front of this azalea. And I'm put the kumquat here. And then we're going to move that way. So kumquat here. I'm going to go ahead and move this crepe myrtle from here. Okay, so I'm going to move this one. I'm going to move that one from here, and I'm going to show you where I'm going to move it now. Over here. It's a very windy day to clean this mess, but it feels beautiful out here. I'm going to ask for a better day. Let's hope there's some snakes in here. what a satisfaction it is for me to get this garden nice and clean for spring and move all these plants and get them ready for the new home. Just so happy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a hole for the plants. So I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'm gonna have another plant here. Yeah, put it right here. I'm gonna have only big plants in here because it's gonna be easier to mow and weed whack without damaging any plants here. Okay, let me show you the plant. Look at this. Oh, it's too low. Let's see if I can put more in. There we go. If I have the time and the energy later today, I'm gonna come and put some mulch, because it's just sitting over there by the garage. But we'll see if I still have the energy after we remove some plants today, guys. Because gardening could get tiring, you know, sometimes. Trying to flatten some stuff here. I'm gonna work on this area, so I'm gonna clean it. Make sure there's no snakes in here. Okay, one more. All right, that was 3 minutes of me cleaning these leaves that were just piling up here behind me. And I want to make sure I picked all these leaves off because sometimes the snakes like to hide in there, so it's kind of scary. I'm going to go ahead, let me make a little pile here. I'm going to go ahead and plant this lemon tree. This is a Mayer lemon tree, everbearing. And it's mixed with another tree here, which is a cocktail, and this is a key lime. So we have a key lime, kumquat, everbearing, and we have a Mayer lemon everbearing, and I'm gonna plant them in here. And if there's a cold later on in the end of February, early March, I'm gonna go ahead and obviously give it a nice frost cover and make sure they have enough water and all that good things that we do before the frost hits. But so far, the next 10 days that we have are going to be good days, and it's going to get rain, and it's going to get sun, and it's going to be watered by the irrigation. So this plant is going to be a-okay. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and plant it, and it'll be nice to have a lemon tree. It'll be nice to have a lemon tree in the ground here. So we're going to go ahead and put it where the crate mortar was. So that way we could see it from the patio and be able to enjoy it. And I do have a perennial there that I have to dig out. Hold on. Ugh. Let me get the line, garden line. All right, I do have a perennial here that I'm gonna dig out because it looks like it's doing well. I'm gonna probably put it in a pot or something. Ugh. Oh, come on. There you go. It's mixed with some weeds. Hold on. That's a weed. All right, this is an evergreen plant here that I have. So let's put it in the ground, see if it comes back. All right, put it here for now. Okay. So I'm gonna make space for this tree here. And I got lots of holes that I have to cover from last time we cleaned the garden here. So, all right, should be good. I'm gonna put some fertilizer. And I'm actually gonna put some garden lime fertilizer as well here. All right. No. No. Oh God, are you serious? So I don't know how I just got this from the big pot. That's just so sad. I'm still gonna plant it. It's just so sad. It's a bunch of ants. Hopefully it does well here in the ground, better than the pot. The soil in the pot was very crumbly, so maybe it was not good soil. That's why it did not produce well roots. So maybe in the ground it'll be better. But now we have space here for it, so we don't have to worry about anything else. Maybe it was not happy in the pot, so now it'll be happy here in the dirt. All right, let me show you the citrus tree. And then I was able to put the little perennial that I dug out over there. Look how tiny it is right now. but this thing grows 6 feet tall. This little thing. So you'll see it late in the summer, and I'll show it to you. So over here by the back of the fence, next to the azalea and the hydrangea, and then the crepe myrtle. It's looking good. And I put in between these ones. Don't look at this area. My goodness, I don't want to talk about that. Let's see. All right. This one is okay. It just needs some little pruning. So I'll probably do this right now too. Do some pruning. I'm gonna be poking myself a lot, but that way we can make this plant look pretty. All right, I got my bucket, so I could just throw them in there. The yellow parts of the citrus tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and just cut the stuff that got damaged with the cold. You see here, I sterilized the pruners with alcohol again. That way every different shrub that I'm cutting has a clean pruning. Yeah, this tree, it's wild. It has a wild hair everywhere, so maybe giving it a good pruning will help the tree a little. If it gets cold again, we'll cover this tree up and, you know, protect it from the cold. Ow. Kind of want to make it into like a little ball shape. I like that style more. I think it looks better. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice fertilizer. Now that it's gonna rain here. Shake it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and plant a butterfly bush here that I had in the garage, but since we're gonna have good weather, I'm gonna go ahead and plant it. Bush that does really good here in Florida, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut it back to here, and I'm gonna go ahead and plant it. See how far it goes. There you go. It's still alive. It just looks a little sad because, you know, it's late winter. Take some of these out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. See how it is over here. Oh, no. No. Oh, God. Better. So this is a butterfly bush, and I'll put the name on the screen because I don't remember it. And we'll see how it does here. Still alive. Some kind of milkweed too, but don't know the name. But it will grow at least 6 feet tall. All right, my next step is to cut this hydrangea, give it a good pruning, and see how it does. There you go. Oh, that was hard. One more, and then I'm just gonna keep the top. I'm just gonna keep this one and this one, and see if it's can't make it like a little tree. You know, I got nothing to lose. So I'm gonna see if I can make this hydrangea into a tree. And then I'm gonna hopefully that the blooms come out here on the top. It's gonna look so pretty. And you see this little chrysalis? Look at this chrysalis. Ain't that cool? I hope this chrysalis comes to life. All right, so you can see here, I cut the bottoms. There's some ajuga, some weeds, some leaves, and then it's gonna be like a V-shaped two-trunk hydrangea tree. And there we go. Hopefully we get blooms on the top, you guys. Oh, it's gonna look so gorgeous. And then you see the little crystals here. Let me give you a close-up shot. It's very windy today, and it's beautiful out here to be out here in the garden. Yeah, things will fly away and stuff, but I'd rather take this than working in the hot heat. There we go. And then this is the little milkweed butterfly bush. Cut it back. It's gonna grow like 6 feet tall. And then the crepe myrtle. And then I put my little perennial here. That's gonna grow at least 6 feet tall. So this is gonna be a tall perennial bed, because when I tried to have little perennials here, the weeds were just taking over, and it was hard for me to come out here and weed. As much as I put cardboard and mulch and anything to suppress the weeds, they still kept coming. Unlike with these big shrubs and perennials that I have here, it's gonna be easier to mow the grass and weed whack around them, and have my dogs um, walk around them and not worry about them being trampled, because these are gonna be big perennials, shrubs that I'm gonna have here. I'm so happy, you guys. This area is gonna look so pretty. I am planning to prune some of these pomegranate plants here that you see, and I'm gonna keep a few of the big stalks on the bottom. It's a little windy, so as you can tell, we're about to get rain soon, so that's exciting, right? As a gardener, it's always exciting to get rain. So mostly I'm gonna cut branches that are thin as a pencil. I don't want it to be too bushy, so I'm gonna cut some of the thin branches, because it's crossed over. See, I'm gonna take it out right now. Look at those thorns. Yeah, they're very pokey, so I gotta be careful, or else it's gonna look like a cat scratched me. Ow. This one out. So this one. I'm gonna see if I could just keep it like a little ball shape. Wouldn't that be cute? Like I told you, I really like that kind of shapes with the fruit trees are like into little ball shapes. I like that. But I don't know if I'm gonna cut it all the way to the top. Should I? Or should I just prune the bottoms here? I think I'm gonna let it grow as much as I can. Just gotta cut some of this tree stuff. Better. Some of this. Oh man, I can mess with this tree all day, guys. Here. I'm gonna go ahead and weed it. Oh man, the sun is coming out, so I'm not gonna be able to weed it for a long period of time because the sun is out. Because the tree could get tall. I just don't want it to be too bushy. It has a lot of space here to grow as tall as it wants. Obviously, it's not gonna be more than 6 to 8 feet, but I'm not worried about it being tall. I just want it to look more like a little tree form, kind of, not a shrub form. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some plant tone. and then we should be able to call it. If you're new to gardening or learning as you go, subscribe. This channel is all about progress, not perfection. And that's what I want to show you guys as I garden here in Florida. Thank you so much for watching my videos, you guys. And I hope I can grow a community here and gardening little by little. All right, you guys. So look at the kumquat here, all mulch, fertilized, pruned, harvested. It looks so good. What a big satisfaction we got from this plant moving it, because it was right in the middle of where we're gonna make a path, a walking path. So yes, it's giving us so much space now. All right, I was able to cut some blooms, the old blooms from the crepe myrtle here. And look, this one looks like a stick right now, but you guys, it's gonna look so pretty this summer. Oh, it's gonna attract a lot of butterflies and pollinators. And then the hydrangea, look at this. It's gonna be a beautiful hydrangea tree here pretty soon, and I'm excited. You see the azaleas planking on each side of the hydrangea here, so pretty. So pretty. I was able to fertilize and mulch the pomegranate tree. And look, it's looking so good. It's gonna have a lot of room to breathe, as you can see. So that's amazing. Little by little, we're making this garden look ready for spring. Look at that. So happy. I cannot wait to do this banana trees, but we're gonna wait for the banana trees until March, just in case we get another frost. As you can see, there's a new leaf coming up here too, so yeah. All right, you guys, I am ready to call it for today. I am hot and I'm sweaty, and it's getting a little hot here with the sun going in and out of the clouds. So yeah, it's getting warmed up. So I'm so happy I was able to accomplish some things today in the garden. As you can see, it's beautiful out here. Very, very windy, so I hope you guys could hear me very well. And I was able to, move around some plants in the garden that will make more sense now that we have other plants going on in the garden, which is making me so exciting, you guys. But little by little, we're gonna get things done, right? All right. I hope you guys like this video. If you don't mind, please like and subscribe. A few hours later, we got the rain. Now all the plants that I was able to plant in the ground are getting nice and watered. Hope you guys could hear the thunder.